that, you might want to send him a text.
All right. Well, we started the recordings, and Chris will be here momentarily.
There's someone I recognize. Recognize the big man. How are you, Bo?
Good. How you doing, Danny?
Good. How's the trip?
Better and better every day. They've stopped us from going through Glenwood Canyon because of flash floods, so we'll figure our way home after this.
All right. I just got a text from Chris. He's having trouble with his internet. The internet is down at his house. We were just talking about Mother Nature, and so it sounds like Utah might be having some weather as well. So let me just
ask him if he can use his phone.
Yep.
More than one way to skin a cat. We'll organize something.
All right.
Worst case scenario, we'll get him on loudspeaker on the phone.
Oh, there you go. That could work.
Yeah, tonight's been the night of internet glitches. We had that from Australia too, so.
Okay, perfect. Well, let's start talking about it ourselves, and we'll work him in as quickly as we can. For those of you guys who have not met Chris Mastin, Chris is an incredible entrepreneur that has bought and sold many businesses. He's bought and developed many products. He actually came into network marketing with no network marketing experience, but in the past 10 years has gotten some up close and personal experience with several companies, and really, he's super bright. So he really understands the workings of business, and also knows the workings of ASEA. And so he can take what he learned and apply it to our company. And so that's pretty exciting. Let's just see. He's
got him on. He's here.
But he's just, let's see. I don't know why that just didn't happen. There it goes. Oh, nope. Why isn't that going? Okay, he should pop up now. Perfect.
There he is.
All righty, Chris Mastin, you made it.
Just doesn't have any volume.
Let's see. We just have to unmute you, so I can do that. I can unmute you. There we go.
Hi, Cindy. Hi, Bo.
Hey, so Utah's having some trouble too, huh? As far as internet goes. Oh
my goodness. Yeah, I apologize. Within the last 15 minutes, my internet is shot. It's down. I've reset it. And anyhow, I apologize. I've jumped on my cell phone. So hopefully my connection is working okay.
Perfect. Well, you know what? To be an entrepreneur, you just have to be creative and, have a lot of persistence and determination and think on your feet. So Bo and I are outside of a Japanese restaurant in Denver. We just, avoided a hurricane in Florida, and now we're avoiding mudslides on the way to, home to our house in Colorado. So it's
my goodness.
All good. Yeah. So anyway, listen, we're super excited about this level up promotion, piled on top of the fast forward, piled on top of Cashville. You guys just keep piling, promotion on top of promotion, so that, this airplane can take off like this airplane has never taken off before, right?
No, that's right, Cindy. As we mentioned, and especially for the ones who were fortunate enough to join our Diamond Call last week, we've discussed, if you think about it, it's so unbelievable to believe that we just turned the calendar into July 2021, right? As we came through, obviously such an unprecedented, unique year in 2020. And it just seems like a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about the expectations for 2021. And here we are already halfway through the calendar year. And, and a lot of times as we know, things a lot of times in this business can be a little cyclical. People, school is out, vacations. But we started sharing in January, February, first quarter of the year, leading in through spring, that we were going to keep turning up the volume. We were going to keep ratcheting up activity, ratcheting up, energy, and driving toward Nashville. I mean, we're 9 weeks to Nashville. And it's unbelievable to think that we can all be together face to face in our North American conference. So as we launched the as we launched the double fast start a few weeks ago, and now moving into this level up promotion, it's showing how serious we are of just continuing to help put the tools and the resources in the hands of our field and of our associates to keep the energy going, to keep the activity going, because to keep momentum and to create this, this energy of momentum leading into Nashville, because we have so many exciting things coming in Nashville that I'm like a little kid. I can't wait to get there. And not to mention, the fun and exciting things that we have to share once we get there as well. So, yeah, I'm glad to hear your enthusiasm and as we all partner together to keep this energy level up and to keep activity moving.
Chris, before we get into the juicy stuff, there's a lot of new people on this call who has no idea who Chris Mastin is.
Oh my
Can you
goodness.
give us a bit of a rundown, your life before ASEA, coming into ASEA, and then your journey into coming back into ASEA, and what your role is with the company right now?
I do it. Hey, Dan, and it's so good to see you. I didn't even see you
Great
on
to
here.
see you.
So, hey, it's a pleasure. It's so good to see you, my friend. No, I'd be happy to, guys. My love for ASEA goes back a long, long ways. And I had a very, very fortunate opportunity to be connected to Virtus Norton even prior to the genesis of ASEA. And it was interesting, as I was in Nashville last week and we had a meeting, and obviously as we come to our meetings, life is networking and relationships. And so many people are on this call because they've been invited to join a call. Right. And I consider it such a blessing in my life to be invited to join ASEA, back at the very, very beginning stages. And I had the opportunity to join with Virtus and a small group as we, formed ASEA back in 2009, launched ASEA in 2010. And I spent the first 3 years of the company, I was director of sales and strategic markets for ASEA. And so, my time with ASEA, Dan, as you know, goes back to 2008, 2009, even prior to getting started. And unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, my wife and I and our kids, we moved back to Ohio in late 2012, to take care of my wife's grandmother. And that's what I consider to be the fortunate part, because she did get to live with us for the last couple of years of her life. And through those years, I did step away from ASEA for a period of time, but I've always been connected. I've always been around. And I was doing a couple other things in my professional life. And back in 2019, just talking with Justin and Tyler and Jerem, I got reconnected. And now I came back on a while back as for global field relations. And as we've continued as we talked about this next level strategic plan, next level growth plan at ASEA, and as we're beginning to this initial phase and starting in beginning phase one of this in North America and the U.S., I've now stepped in as Vice President of the United States here at ASEA to help drive this first phase of this next level. It's a growth plan, but it's a global growth plan. And so, as we've been driving, it's hard to believe we're 11 years into the burn here at ASEA. And we've been working very, very hard and diligently on our growth plan for the next decade. And we're going to begin rolling portions of this out here, here right around the corner. So that is now my current role as a regional vice president of the U.S. But my story, that those of you who don't know me, I'm a long-term lover of ASEA and could not be more excited about what we're doing and where we are taking this company here in the future.
Fantastic. So Chris, let's talk about this promotion that you guys have just released. And I know that the whole idea is to bring new people in, help those new people bring new people in, help those other new people bring new people in. And so we're really focusing on not only doing the work ourselves, but teaching our people to do that same work, and then teaching those people to duplicate what that's done, so that we get this simple, duplicatable process that starts out with us bringing in 4 people, and then bringing in 4 people, and then bringing in 4 people. And of course, we're not limited to 4 people, right?
That's exactly right. You're right, Cindy. And that, as we all know, the magic in this business, the magic in this industry is creating the team and the duplication and multiple people working toward the same goal and not just doing everything yourself, right? So as you're enrolling and generating your own PV within your team, obviously the first level of this promotion, is creating 600 PV, right? Where you're looking for four personally enrolled associates. But as you look to the next level, it's helping then your next level enroll as they look to bring in their new enrollees. And so once you get to 1200 PV, in level 2, right, to your 10 second level or your downline associates is how you earn. And then moving on to level 3 of 2400 PV, and then 20 total on your team. And it's helping the people that you bring in and helping them duplicate and helping them enroll and to create that PV and to take advantage and be able to leverage this bonus in getting started to help just a nice lift and a nice bonus of income as you help other people duplicate and enroll.
Right. So PV stands for personal volume, but obviously
Correct.
It's not just personal volume. When you sponsor people, those people are going to be counted as personal volume, but when they sponsor people, it's their personal volume. And
You
when
are exactly right.
they sponsor people, it'll be their personal volume, right? And
Yes.
so just to be clear, I know that this is a global promotion. This is
Correct.
not just for the United States, right?
You are correct. Yes, you are exactly right. This is definitely a global promotion, not just to North America or the US.
And the other thing that we need to be really clear about is it's an auto ship promotion. So there's a fast start bonus that you get when you sponsor somebody. That's not this promotion. This promotion is about not only getting them to enroll with product, but then to go on auto ship. And that's where you're going to capitalize on this promotion, right?
Yes, Cindy, you're exactly right. It's an auto ship promotion. And one thing to make sure that we're clear on is that obviously you need to complete level 1 to move on to level 2 and then on to level 3, right? You can't just jump to 2 or jump to 3. You got to complete level 1 with the auto ship and then complete level 2 and then before you move on to level 3. And
Right.
one thing we have done, Cindy, too, just to help for those that do have access, right, to their VO, we have the level up promotion flyers, and we also have a list of our FAQs, right, our frequently asked questions, so that could answer a lot. If anybody has any questions that may not be answered on this call or through this process, within the VO, we should be able to at least get to the majority of all of the questions that may be asked.
Right. And one scenario that was given by Corey Beagley recently was that, let's just say that I bring on one person and I'm working with them and they're a mover and a shaker, and they sponsor 4 people right off the bat. And then they start teaching their people to sponsor other people. I really need to get my other 3 people in gear before I'm going to be able to get paid on all of that volume, right?
You are right. You are correct. Right. So yeah, if you do sponsor that one superstar like Bo Buck, right, who's already out and running hard, it is important. Yes, you do need to have the 4 personally sponsored for the level 1, right, before you move on to the level 2. That's correct.
Yeah, go ahead, Bo.
So quick question, Chris. I've had a couple of questions about this, and that is, how it's shown on the flyer or whatever, the month of July, level 1, 2, 3, the month of August, 1, 2, 3. It's, those levels. Is it possible for someone to come in sorry about the noise.
Oh, you're fine.
And in say July, they get their 4 people, but it's like at the end of the month. And then during August, they happen to get the 10 people. And during September, they get the 20 people. Is this a cumulative promotion, or it's only, you have to do it in 1 month? You have to do it in 1 month, or does it go over the whole timeline? Do you understand what I say? Was that clear? That's a no. Okay.
I apologize. I think I might be a little confused, Bo. My apologies.
Well, you've got the 3 levels that it's possible for you to qualify each one of the 3 months, meet for a total of 2,250 points, correct?
I believe so, Bo.
$50.
Yeah, I believe so. And I apologize I'm almost positive you're correct, Bo. And matter of fact, I'm taking a look here. I just want to make sure that I am correct before I.
So I'm trying.
Well, you're checking out.
I'm 99% sure you can. Well, I know that you can do one of these per month over that 3-month period. I guess my question is,
Yeah.
if someone
Yes.
actually goes through that process and it takes the 3 months, but you're still getting the 20 people, will you get a $750 bonus, or does it have to happen in the Chronicle month?
I apologize. I don't know.
Okay. If you can get on that, we'll put something in the ASEA United and in Atomic Wellness. That'd be great.
I apologize, Bo. I think before I commit and say yes, it's not clicking for me. So I apologize. I really do.
All right.
So this promotion started at the very end of June, right?
Correct.
And so that person, if they enrolled in June, their first auto ship's going to come up in July. Now, let's just say I sponsor somebody today, and let's just say they want auto ship product next week. Can I set up their auto ship? They enrolled today. We get the fast start bonus and they order their enrollment product. And then we want to set up their auto ship to ship next week so that they're enrolling in the month of July and their auto ship is also in the month of July. The next auto ship's not going to go out till August, obviously, but that's okay, right?
I believe it needs to be completed and processed by the end of the month, which I think is, if I'm not mistaken, I think is the second day of the month. And I'm looking for that too, Cindy. I apologize.
It's okay. I just want to, usually when people enroll, they don't go on an auto ship till a month later.
Yes, correct.
But if they need product before a month goes by, I don't think there's anything in the guidelines that say that you can't sign up for an auto ship sooner than the same month you enroll in.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct, Cindy. Yes, correct.
Okay. Perfect.
The great thing about these incentives and what the company puts together, it moves people to build the business to a really strong foundation. PGV3 is so important, that width and depth in your business. And, that contributes towards the other incentives, the trips, the executive momentum pool. So all these incentives are really guiding people to build that strong foundation with their PGV, personal, group, volume, 3 levels, guys. It's critical that you build that strong foundation in your first 3 levels. If you do that, you get that width and you get the first 3 levels in place, which is what this incentive is doing. The rest of your business will fall into place.
Yeah. So it sounds like a really good strategy to when you enroll someone as a brand new associate, make sure that they enroll and fast forward the same day that they enroll as an associate, because that's a rolling 14-day period. You might as well double dip and not only, get the fast forward benefits, but also get this level up benefits, and also, get these points for Cashville. So, yes. I mean, you really can qualify for all 3, right?
No, you're exactly right, Dan. I think it's a great point, because obviously you look at how these are layered, right? It's obviously to help instill, teach, reward, the behavior that we and you would like to duplicate, right? So as you sponsor, and the ability, and obviously the duplication is key, and helping and teaching, coaching, guiding your sponsors to then go out and personally enroll, right? So it allows to take care of the double fast start, to take advantage of the level up. And obviously, as we've been, the Cashville promotion that's been in place for a period of time, which is an enrollment promotion, right? Driving all the way through August, toward Nashville. And to hopefully as businesses can begin to take off and take hold and build the foundation, that's that behavior that can help create that duplication and generate the income, to help spark the business.
Chris, isn't it true that the company wants all the associates to take as much cash and product and trips as possible for you guys?
Oh, without a doubt, right? Without a doubt, part of the fun, right? So not just, with the business itself, and obviously the purpose and the point of starting a business is to generate the income, right? We have the most powerful product that I know that to share, right? And the sharing of ASEA, the product, is a gift. But the ability to create that income and then surrounded with the support and the community and all the fun that we can have, again, to me, is priceless.
It's fantastic. So Chris, what I understand is there's a widget in the back office. So if you go to your virtual office, there is a tracker that's going to help you see where you are and where your first level, second level, third people are in relation to this promotion, so that makes it a little bit easier to understand one bite at a time, right?
Absolutely correct. And if for some reason, if anybody's stuck, if they're not seeing it, or if they have any questions, by all means, don't hesitate to call us at Associate Support, and we can obviously help walk you through your VO and fill in any blanks or answer any questions. But yes, that should be the case.
Wonderful. Well, I know that the United States is really excited for going to Nashville in September, and I know that that we wish it could be a global thing. It's just that we're not quite there with this whole COVID experience, but it's so wonderful to have this level up promotion be a global promotion, so everybody's on the same page.
Yes. Well, obviously, for us, here in the United States, as we have this sense of even being post-COVID, if you will, right? There still are limitations within Nashville. We're keeping an eye on that, daily to see if anything opens up. We are still capped. It sounds like things may open up a little bit more as we get closer. We don't know yet for sure. Obviously, we can still join in virtually. We have the virtual component, and of course, we wish it could be a global convention. But at the same time, we're not, believe it or not, we're not too far away from global convention. But yeah, hopefully we can see as many people as possible in Nashville. And if we're still not comfortable traveling, which I completely respect that and understand that, please join us virtually. And you don't want to miss Nashville. I can promise you that.
Chris, we had an exciting month last night. Broke a lot of records last month. Obviously,
we did.
Can you touch on any of those figures for the big week and the big month to get us excited? Not holding you to it, give or take. How did it go?
Well, I tell you what, it's a lot of fun. Going even through COVID as we still grew and all the challenges that we faced. The one thing I find out about that's interesting about with this industry that, we spend a lot of time right now talking about the gig economy. We spend a lot of time right now talking about the side hustle and how much more, if you want to say that we as a society and as a country and with the global economy is embracing this gig economy. And we've had so many people joining this industry of direct sales. And so many people joining ASEA and joining us over the last months, obviously with as we begin layering on these promotions, driving toward Nashville, it has created a tremendous amount of energy and activity. And we set an all-time record at ASEA for number of enrollees, right? And we really don't see that slowing down right now. And so I think it speaks to the impact of what we have to offer. I think it speaks to the impact of our products, the impact of this opportunity, and just even the embracing of direct sales now as a whole, as a gig. And I tell you what, we have big smiles from the standpoint of we know that we have set an all-time record, and right now, Dan, we want to keep rolling. We talked about we've been doing these handful of meetings here, and I've been traveling a lot over the last couple of weeks, and we've been talking about this vision, right? That Virtus set forth 11 years ago of how we take not just this product, which is life-changing, but take this opportunity and share it around the globe, and how powerful just word of mouth is, and what a powerful marketing tool that is. And so it's fun to see the impact this product is having. It's also fun to see the impact that this opportunity is having on incomes and people that want to say, hey, listen, how do I make $500 extra a month? Or somebody says, hey, how do I go make this a full-time opportunity? And it's been a lot of fun, just the energy now and the activity which speaks to what you just said, Dan, of breaking an all-time record for this last month at ASEA.
We talk about this being the season for network marketing. I believe this is the season for ASEA, and I think the next 2 to 3 years is going to absolutely explode. Any insight on strategy or anything you can tell us from a company point of view about what's happening from your end in the next 2 to 3 years?
I can. If you look at, we really have been we've been preparing for the next decade, and we're working on branding, messaging, right? The simplified branding and messaging that is so critical and so key, right? When we look at, and as we shared at Webvention and even in our Envision, when you look at the research and development and the amount that we have invested in the Virtus L. Norton, Research and Development Center here at corporate here in Utah. And looking at where we're going in the future of, looking at new product development, in addition to branding and to messaging and to the system. And, we have a lot, we really do. And we're going to begin sharing a lot. We're going to begin sharing some of this as we build into Nashville, and over the next months and months and months as we go forward, preparing ourselves not just for the next 1 or 2 years, Dan, but for the next 5 to 10 years as we go through really the next decade here of the 2020s.
Yeah, it's so exciting. Chris, I was just sitting on the airplane next to this lady who's flying back to her home in Boulder, and we were talking about health and wellness. She actually is a caregiver, and she was saying, it's all about lifestyle and stress, reduction and diet. And I said, well, with all due respect, it's not, because have you ever met anybody that really has a really healthy lifestyle? They have a really, really good diet. They don't have a stressful life, and they still get sick. And those people should not be getting sick. And it's because they have a signaling problem. Yes. And we are opening a whole new understanding of how critical this signaling science is. And the fact that we have the product in the world that does this, and it's patented. I mean, if that doesn't spell opportunity, I don't know what does.
Without a doubt. Think about this, Cindy, Bo, Dan, as we started talking about this 10 years ago. And we were a true category creator. Nobody had ever heard of redox. And when you look now at the peer-reviewed articles, thousands and thousands of peer-reviewed articles on redox signaling, right? When we look at the third-party validation from labs like BioAgilytix, and we look at what redox represents and where we still are the player in redox. And so the opportunity from a health perspective and all the things you just touched on, married with an opportunity to share this. And as we've begun the process, we are in 33 countries, as we know, but we are still at such a young point within the cycle of this entire process, right? Of taking redox around the globe and sharing the product and the health impact, and then and allowing people to have an opportunity to join us. And so, and as we know, the movement has started, and we want to keep the momentum on this movement around the globe. And it's all wrapped around that opportunity of all the variables that you lined up that create. Now, sometimes, timing in life is everything. And that's why I think, even though we've been doing this for 10 years, the timing is right, because we still have a long way to go here.
That's right. And what I love about the whole business part of this is nobody can say that they can't afford this technology. Because if you couple, even if you don't want to make this your full-time gig, if you tell a couple people, and if you take advantage of promotions like the Level Up promotion, you're going to earn money back so that you can offset the cost of your product. So, there's so many things that are in place for somebody that wants to solve a problem physically or financially in their life. We have answers.
Completely agree. And I'm a firm believer that you can't afford not to, with the product itself. And again, the opportunity that shares of how we can show people, right? We talk about how, as we enroll, but teaching them and sharing with them, helping them understand how to share, how to duplicate, and help somebody. Let's help them get their product for free, so to speak. and to help them understand what it means to get a check, and to, and then it can be what you want it to be. And we want to be that opportunity that helps meet people where they are, and helps, and where this can be what they want it to be. But but as simply said, though, you cannot afford to not have redox in your life. I'm a firm believer in that.
Absolutely. So obviously the level up promotion is for associates, new associates.
Correct.
Right? So if you bring on customers, obviously, and that's fine. If somebody wants to just be a customer, that's fantastic. And of course, we encourage all customers and associates to give this a minimum of 90 days. So it makes sense to go on auto ship. It doesn't make sense to just buy 30 days worth of product. I tell people, if you're not willing to give this 90 days, save your money.
Yes.
Because you didn't get in the cellular shape you're in overnight, and you're not going to get back into a redox balance overnight. So look, if you give it 90 days or don't bother, so that fits right in with the, the level up promotion. So just, we're coming to the bottom of the half hour. I think we're there. If you sponsor somebody as a brand new associate and they don't seem to have their running shoes on, don't wait. For goodness sakes, find somebody else. Keep sponsoring until you find runners, and then help them find runners, right?
Never stop.
Wouldn't that be advice you'd give somebody?
Absolutely. I think I do, as we all do. I love to share this product. I love to share this opportunity. Not everybody's gonna understand it. Not everybody's gonna jump, right? But at the same time, we just need to keep sharing. You mentioned, you did make a good point, Cindy. Obviously, this specific promotion right now on Level Up is not geared toward customers right now today. This is to help enable to drive and spark and feed the opportunity, right, of enrolling. And there may be a time and a place at some point, obviously, for customers, and customers are extremely valuable, and we love our customers. But yeah, this specific promotion right now, driving and leading into Nashville, is specific to associates and and enrollment and auto ships. And that's what obviously this point of this specific promotion is geared toward.
A lot of people a little bit confused, obviously, with this promotion, but I just keep saying to them, keep it simple, keep sponsoring, make sure they go on auto ship when you do the enrollment, and duplicate that with the people that you're bringing on board, and everything else will fall into place.
We hope so. We hope so. And honestly, if there is confusion, I guess my advice is, if there is confusion, please don't hesitate to ask. Right? If there is any confusion, don't hesitate to ask. And even if a call to associate support, and just to clarify anything, that's why we're there. We want to be there to support. And if there is confusion, we want to do everything we can to help get that cleared up.
Chris, the thing I love about what we have is there's no other shinier object out there than ASEA. A lot of companies need to reinvent themselves after 10 years. So they throw in a whole heap of other products, their Me Too products, and they try and reinvent themselves. We don't have to do that because we've got redox. So it's just going to be ongoing, and it's never going to end. But the bonus is going to be what you guys are coming out with your redox technologies, obviously, which is super exciting. That's a bonus.
No, I agree, Dan. I mean, obviously, business and life, right, is always evolving. And we are trying to stay ahead of where we need to go. Obviously, you can't always do the same thing. We're 11 years old, and we've always continued to evolve, and we will continue. So as we've talked about product development, where we're going in the future, again, I couldn't be more confident and more excited about where we're going specific to that. But redox obviously is the key, and that's the space that we're in, and that's the space that we're going to keep driving in and sharing the core science of redox.
Fantastic. Just a note too, there are some people saying there's only a flyer in the back office and no widget. So we might need to get that sorted.
Yeah, if that's the case, we will get that sorted right away. I'll see. I will double check on that too. I'll make sure. I want to do that if it's not there.
Awesome.
We'll do it.
Fantastic. Well, Chris, we absolutely love this. Without redox, there is no life. So thanks for adding even more life to our business. We already have lots of life with the redox that we're taking on a regular basis. So thanks so much for coming on this call tonight. And, you know, you can revisit the recording. You can have your associates revisit the recording, but we really appreciate all that you do at corporate. And we're so excited that we are set up to, you know, handle the growth that's coming. We can make so much redox that, you know, there's not a chance of back ordering and that kind of stuff. Scott Aldred has the production facility all figured out. We can do $800 million worth of product now. So we can handle all kinds of growth that I'm sure this promotion will encourage.
No,
So
we
thanks so much.
Yeah, we can. And again, thanks to you guys. Cindy, Bo, thank you so much. Dan, thank you. I appreciate the invite. It's always so good to be with you. It's always exciting to share. And just we're grateful and thankful to you guys. And you're amazing. You're amazing. Thank you for what you're doing. And it's just, I love being partnered with you guys. And I thank you for asking me to join you tonight.
Yeah, ditto,
Well,
mate. You guys make it easy for us. Thank you so much.
Well, I hope everybody had a wonderful 4th of July, Independence Day, long weekend. And I had at least a little bit of a relaxing day today for the first time in a while, but we're back at it. We've got a lot of work to do and no time to rest right now.
All righty. Happy Freedom Day, Chris. Thanks so much.
Thank you guys. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Guys. Bye.
Cheers, everybody.